Yo, what up guys, it's your boy MxgicIQ here, and today, man, I'm here to present you with the 3 biggest problems in Need for Speed Unbound right now, as well as what I would like to see from this game in the future, things I'd like them to add in, and one thing I missed out on was proximity chat. I just wanted to add that in right now because I'm just going over the clips and realizing I didn't say that, but I hope you guys enjoy the video, man. Make sure you guys leave a like on this video, comment, and subscribe. What else would you guys like to see from this game? Let me know in the comments down below. That's the question, man. What would you guys like to see from this game? What would you guys like to see them implement? What other videos would you guys like to see me post? And I'll be gladly putting that content out for you guys. But without further ado, man, let's get straight into the video. So, man, I actually just joined up in a lobby, and the homie D-Money messaged me while I was trying to record an initial intro for this video and said, yo, I appreciate your videos. I love them, man. And he had sent me a friend request 4 hours ago, and I just happened to pop up in this lobby. So shout out to the homie, man. I really appreciate you for all the support, man. But it was cool to run into you. So we're just going to cruise here and talk about, you know, what I've been experiencing, and then I'll show some clips or whatever and go over them as well. But yeah, let's get straight into it, man. So first things first, I want to say that I've really been enjoying this game. And it's been a whole lot of fun, at least for me. I've been really enjoying myself. I've been grinding, you know, trying to make different builds and unlock cars. And it's been a tremendous amount of fun. But it has been plagued by a few things that I want to talk about in this video. Number one being DESYNC, man. DESYNC has really made some of the experiences difficult, to say the least. You try to, you know, have clean races with your friends, and you end up pinned to each other, sending yourselves off a mountain. And I'll show you guys a clip of that right now. And so anyway, as you guys can see here, me and the homie Blue Frosty, you know, Doc, as you guys know him, are having a good race here. We're about 20 yards away from each other. We're pushing it. We're in the same car, same tune, having a good time. You know, we're battling up this mountain kind of in a toge fashion here. And then we get to this corner. Now, this is when everything looks different. That contact right there quite possibly is the reasoning for why all this happened. But you guys will see right now that we get locked towards each other, right? Now, if I pause here, though, Doc's turning away from me the entire time, but we remained locked into each other. Now, let's go look at it from Doc's perspective. Alrighty, so as you guys can see here, from Doc's point of view, he approaches me, but as he makes contact, he remains on my left side and bumps me off the road. And I come right back to make contact with his door, and as you guys can see from right there, I'm also turning away from him still. And he has made contact with me and locked in with me on his screen while I'm turning away from him on his right side. But on my screen, I'm on his left side. So we're actively trying to release from each other, but we're still getting pinned to each other and taken off the mountain, which is insane. And this is another clip of the homie Doc receiving some DESYNC punishment here. He gets absolutely sent by this GTI and basically damages out like almost to 0. Let's take a look at that again. It's actually pretty funny. This is the funniest clip by far I've experienced on this game. So I make some contact with him here. Boom! He gets sent to the other side of the map, man. That he at least got launched a cool 100 yards and completely damaged out. And his car was basically rendered useless at that point. Alrighty, guys, so as you can see, we're in a 3-way battle to the end of the race. Me, Pred, and Doc, man, we're coming up to the end of the race here, battle for second. And they make contact. In this clip, Pred swings over my head and flies over me. He gets pit maneuvered, sends Doc over the finish line, and they finish like that, alright? But let me show you it from Doc's point of view. Now, it appears we have lost the footage for the third clip, but here's the second clip from Doc's point of view. So we have mine and Doc's point of views of the same exact clip, which I will also put side by side for reference. And you guys can see that on Doc's screen, it's a completely different situation. He gets rear-ended. I fly over Doc at some point in the video after slingshotting forward instead of the GTI flying. And then him and the GTI make contact on the right side of this car and fly over the finish line. Whereas on my screen, they did some completely other stuff on the other side of the car. Now, it appears we have lost the footage for the third clip, but here's the second clip from Doc's point of view. So we have mine and Doc's point of views of the same exact clip, which I will also put side by side for reference. And you guys can see that on Doc's screen, it's a completely different situation. He gets rear-ended. I fly over Doc at some point in the video after slingshotting forward instead of the GTI flying. And then him and the GTI make contact on the right side of this car and fly over the finish line. Whereas on my screen, they did some completely other stuff on the other side of the car. Alrighty, guys, now I could do this all day, but this is the last clip I'm going to show of DESYNC because this one just shows everything in full. I pit maneuver this guy on accident because he turns into me. Not only does he not actually get pit maneuvered on his screen, but he slows me down and then gets sent halfway up the map, up into 3rd place or 4th place or whatever. And then this guy is flipping up here, but still driving completely straight, but like flipping, crashes here into the other car. The traffic flies across the screen. He then resyncs. I don't know, flies across. There's a car in the air over there. That guy's floating, and he flies up. And this clip is like, you gotta watch this clip like 6 times, dude, because I don't know what's going on here. Like, this is ridiculous. I've never seen anything like this. Let's just pay attention to the traffic this time. So if traffic flies across the screen, there's a traffic car pinned up in the air. That one's floating. That lands on top of the van. Dude, this is insane. Like, the amount of desync, and this is strictly desync. My latency at this point is perfect. As you can see, me and him aren't lagging into each other. Like, this isn't lag. I'm streaming this all with a perfect, 9,000 bitrate over on YouTube, like, locked. Like, we're good. Like, my ping in the server is perfectly fine. Nothing else lags for the rest of the race. By the way, why does traffic just stop? Like, it just stops in the middle of intersections. If you're behind it on the highway going 230, like traffic will just stop. I don't understand why that's a mechanic, and I have some examples of this, and that's the next thing I wanted to get into. Specifically was traffic. And why does traffic also have desync to where people don't make contact on my screen, but they make contact on theirs, causing the traffic to either flip out, or the reverse happens where they make contact on my screen but not on theirs, so the traffic flies out of frame and then back into picture directly in front of me, like I will show you in this clip. So as you guys can see here, we're coming to the end of the race. Now, the position of this truck, it has just been quote-unquote hit, apparently, on my screen, but on that guy's screen, he didn't hit anything. As you can see, he doesn't lose any speed, but this van proceeds to fly back over directly in front of me and just get hit. So now we're going to watch this all the way through from start to finish. As you guys can see here, we're coming around the corner. The van gets hit. Boom. You see it fly over and roll over and then just cut right back in front of me. And I have no time to react at this point. There's literally nothing I can do. No amount of input would have saved me from this situation unless I were to predict that the car was going to fly back into my lane, which is nearly impossible. They're out of your hand. You can't do anything about it. You're screwed if it's just going to happen. Then here we have another clip of an example of traffic desync while we're playing cops and robbers. What prompted that to... Why did that just happen? Like, why did he fly across the screen? You can't do anything about these situations. And there's a million things I could say about the traffic, but I just think the traffic desync needs to be fixed. And the way the traffic acts is specifically with coming to a halt in the middle of intersections, A. B, coming to a halt on the highway going 80 miles per hour or 60 or whatever they do, straight to 0. Like, immediately, no gradual slowdown, just boom, pinned straight to 0, and you just are going to hit them because you can't react. And the last... Alright, you guys, and for the third and final thing I want to talk about today, man, we've covered desync, we've covered traffic. Now I'm going to talk about something that actually hasn't really been brought to attention, I believe that much, and that's the speed glitch. So essentially how you activate this glitch is it's not very consistent, but when it does happen, you can carry it for the rest of the lobby. You're going to basically hold the limiter right at the end of the green and just slam on it as soon... You have to time it perfectly. But somebody can get this consistent enough to the point where they're just constantly activating the speed glitch, and you only need to do it right once, and then you can carry it for the rest of the lobby. All you have to do is not get a perfect launch in any other race you're in. The homie Doc in the next race, he was able to consistently carry this speed glitch. I don't know if I recorded that, but I can guarantee you I have evidence from stream. I'll pull the clips if I need to send it to somebody, but they 100% can reactivate it and keep it for the entire duration of their playing. And they don't have to reactivate it ever again. All they have to do is just not get a perfect launch, okay? It's insane. This needs to be patched immediately. I don't even know if this has been known about, but please remove this. Please patch this. Like, before too many people figure out how to activate it consistently. Considering that the only thing we have to do in multiplayer is playlists at the moment, that's kind of what's going to happen. People are just going to glitch their way into winning, and they'll figure out the worst way. And this is a way that before it gets too bad, I want to nip it in the butt because I don't know how to consistently activate it. All I know is that we all almost had our car past the green and slammed on it when the gas happened, and we got 5 out of 6 people to activate it. But anyways, man, that's been my 3 biggest problems in Need for Speed Unbound right now. Do I think the game is good? Yes. Do I think it has problems that are fixable? Yes. Do I still want to play it every day I get on the game? Yeah, I 100% enjoy myself, man. I think it's still a good experience. The only things I would ask for would be these 3 things, and let me know what else you guys want from the game. Obviously, I want the bugs and glitches fixed, but I also want private lobbies. I don't know how possible that is, but if we can make a private lobby, especially for streamers, where we can have 16 people strictly roll racing, that would be amazing. Another thing is, I would like a do not disturb button. When I'm in the garage working on my car and trying to get it to a specific tier number, I don't need to see this person is challenged in A race, this person is challenged a B race, this person is challenged an S-class race. Or make it so that it pops up on the left side, or make it so that it pops up as maybe a 1, like a number 1 next to the notification thing, and somebody will click it. Or make it a pop-out thing where it doesn't cover everything and there's just a line that says player has challenged a race, and then you can click a button to extend that window so you can see what race it is and choose to accept it if you do want to. But there's no point in telling me I can't accept the race anyway and still showing me all the information. Like, dude, get it out of my face. I'm obviously tuning a car. Don't show it to me. Have it collapse and extend when it's visible and able to be accepted. Alrighty guys, I know this is different from my usual content of making builds and testing out cars, but I just wanted to let you guys know how I feel about the game. Personally, again, I love it. Has a few issues, wish they add a little more, but I know it just started. Obviously, we need cops online. That's a big thing. But you know, they're not as mandatory, but a nighttime mode would be great. If you have the resources and assets to put them in single player, please put them in multiplayer. I mean, the world just feels so dead right now, even with the AI walking around. Like, it's a nice touch, but I need some cops to run from. So, if you guys want to, man, I would really appreciate it if you guys would follow the Twitch, man. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Again, please leave all your feedback in the comments down below. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow for the next upload. It's been MxgicIQ. Come tune into the stream. We're live right now on Twitch, man. Twitch.tv/MxgicIQ. Come race with us. Come have fun, man. Let's discuss the game and see what we could improve, man. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace out, man.